Libertines, Don't Look Back Into the Sun on XFM. Well, the general public are getting involved with Carl's holiday, and, I mean, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic, there's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply, it's
you
all
have to sit in a hole. What do you think of this, Carl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
Rubbish though, will it?
What do you mean?
Alright.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. Doesn't bother me.
Alright.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What's your plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that. So,
Brilliant.
And the weather's better than here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Someone emailed just now, they said they're listening online, and there's a problem with their computer, and everything's sped up. The music's sped up, our voices, Rick, are sped up, except Carl's. That's how slow he speaks. So when everything's sped up, he sounds normal.
What rubbish. I wonder why we stopped this game.
Well, I think it's probably exhausted him. He needs to go to some kind of volcanic dust island for a holiday.
With no water,
Yeah, exactly.
just to dry out and get some new ideas. Oh, I'd love to see you sitting there on these black ash sands, just sitting there going, I'm thirsty, Suzanne.
There's no natural water.
I've finished my Rich Old book, I can't focus, I'm going blind, I need some water. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, bless him.
Anyway, happy Christmas. We said we weren't getting out, didn't we? Right, go on then.
Oh, it was the premiere. Did you see the coverage? It was a premiere of Lord of the Rings Part 3.
I can't be bothered.
I mean, man alive, I'm sick of Lord of the Rings.
I watched the first one, and I was actually I've never been into all that sort of stuff.
Never liked it.
Gollum and Dungeons and Dragons and gatekeepers and weird magic and Harry Potter I want to punch his face in.
I know what you mean.
But, I mean, it's sort of like,
Well, Lord of the Rings, when I was at school, if you were into that sort of thing, you were a nerdlinger. They would beat you up, they'd shout heckle abuse, all that sort of thing, you know. I wasn't a fan.
I actually don't know anyone who admitted they were into that
nonsense. It was shameful. It was embarrassing. Now, the whole world's gone crazy for it. Even the tough guys, the hard nuts, the streetwise kids, they're loving it. Can't wait for the third one. I see people raving about it. It's Jonathan Ross, all these people going, it's the best thing I've ever seen. It's 3 hours and 10 minutes of trolls and goblins and magic spells and large feet and magic rings. I'm loving all that crap. What's wrong with you people?
I will smite you with my sword.
It's just interminable. The orcs and the Norks.
I saw some people playing this game. They had a big manual and a dice, and they're in a pub, and they're all fat with beards, right? And he threw a dice, and he looked down, he went, and he said something like, outside them, 3 miles to Mumra. And they went, oh, well done. What?
I know.
I want to go and say, what is this game?
Yeah.
What?
It's absolutely extraordinary. Well, they showed some coverage of the Lord of the Rings premiere on TV, and there were people dressed up as some of the characters. Yeah. There was a girl chatting saying, well, I just think Gollum's hilarious. What? People talking about telling me Gollum's hilarious in this new film. How is he funny, my precious? Oh, my precious. What's funny about this? I'm losing it. I'm genuinely...
Is he like Yoda?
I don't know what the joke is. I'm missing it all. And when the walking trees started talking... Oh man, I love it.
Gollum's the little one that looks a bit like Gandhi.
Yeah, exactly. The computer-animated Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah. I think that's how he's described in the book. But this is the other thing. I say, then they go, oh, well, Tolkien, J.R.R. Tolkien, he's a genius. You know he created his own language? Whoopee! Carl comes up with a new word every week that he's made up. He's not a genius.
Yeah, well, the bloke, a look of frighteningness came across his face. Frighteningness. Yeah, Carl's new word. Although, you know, Shakespeare introduced 1,200 words to the English language, apparently.
Well, he was a genius.
He's estimated. And I only know one of them.
Yeah, what was
Brilliant.
It? Brilliant?
Yeah.
How did he come up with that?
I don't know.
I reckon maybe he was reading Macbeth and went, I'll tell you this is brilliant.
Yeah, and his wife said, what?
This is brilliant, I'll tell you this is absolutely brilliant.
I don't know what you mean.
Sort of.
Will.
Sort of better than good. Read it, see what you think.
Well, it's good, yeah, but I mean...
Read it again.
Well, it's getting better each time.
Is it brilliant?
It is brilliant.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I don't know how you... when the audience were there on that first night...
Brilliant. I know, it wasn't brilliant, it was excellent, he came up with.
No, fair enough, it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
But on the first night, when everyone was in the theatre, you know, the dregs, the Carls of the Middle Ages, they're still sat there. The Renaissance, I should say. They're all sat there watching it. They're enjoying the play. They're loving it. All the kind of people dressing up or whatever it might be. The boys playing the girls not involved. All the rest of it. They're loving it. I'm loving this. It's absolutely brilliant. He's going to kill her. Well, forsooth, it was excellent. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
You've lost me.
Excellent.
I'm shooting off.
Yeah, was it? What? It was what? Wow, you know, excellent.
I don't see how you can make up words. It's like, it doesn't seem that that doesn't count in poetry.
Well, I suppose you have to, don't you, eventually, if you want to describe something.
Why? Just use the words that exist, isn't that the
rule?
rule?
No, but that's why we borrow from other languages. There are certain phrases that can't be translated, because it's that there are no words in other languages for them. I mean, I think we beat the second language by about double.
What language?
I think in English we have got about, I think Russian second, but I think we got twice as many words. So there are obviously things that we say that cannot really be translated.
Yeah.
And so, you know, ours is just great for, obviously, poetry and...
It makes sense when you think about things like blancmange.
Blancmange
that would be like
good,
wobbly pudding.
I know.
In English.
But I think if there are, I don't know how many there are, someone would know, but say there's about 100,000 possibilities, right? I think we probably know, as educated people like us, Steve, we probably have about 20,000.
Sure.
Right? I really don't think we need that other 80,000.
No.
I can't, I'm not walking around going, I don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm really, what did he say? What is that? I mean, that happens possibly once or twice a year, when I go, what, sorry, what does that mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Carl, you look bored, mate. We had a real conversation
I think
there.
he switched off when I said forsooth.
Bruce Forsooth, you know him. So much better than last week. You know him, don't you, Carl?
Put a song on, yeah.
Yeah, boards. Okay, there was a monkey, right?
No,
wait. It was a professor of English. No Blue Sky, The Thorns. That's beautiful, isn't it? On XFM 104.9. Carl, you're losing your rag a little bit. What's the matter?
Nothing, go on. See?
What's the matter? No, what's the matter with
I've
Carl?
got something to cheer him up. Someone's emailed in, Emma's emailed in, she said that, for those that know, those in the know, they referred to Lanzarote as Lanzagrotte.
Brilliant.
He's a bit fed up. He's got 2 CDs for Christmas from a company that's he's been with for 6 years. He's a little bit grumpy about having to answer the phones. He wouldn't go and make Steve another cup of tea immediately.
Selfish.
Yeah. Carl, what are you thinking?
Nothing. Go on, what were you doing?
Come on, Carl, you're getting paid for this. Project. Out.
We'll take one of those CDs away.
Alright.
What were we talking about? Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Sick of it, as I say. So there's some people dressed up on TV. They were dressed up as the characters. They had their sort of costumes. There was a guy, I went to university with, I don't want to mention his name, went into his room once. He was into that sort of thing. He showed me in his wardrobe, he had a full-size Star Trek outfit that his mum had made for him.
His mum had made for him!
But I wanted to say, well, A, you've taken this to university, but B, when are you going to wear that?
Yeah!
When are you ever in the mood to wear that?
Well, you know, you never know when, you know, like on Apollo 13, wasn't it, when someone had measles or something, someone else got in.
Sure.
So you might go, oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. The Enterprise, Uhuru can't make it.
But it's the idea of that being, you know, I'm not one to speak, but it's that idea of that sort of being attractive to women. Because that's presumably generally when you're at university, when you're 18, 19, that's the reason you wear those kind of clothes, is to try and make a bond with someone, isn't it? Try and establish some kind of connection.
Yeah.
Saw a guy walking down the street the other day, must have been 18, 19, wearing, on his t-shirt, it just had a picture, and the words, Star Wars Phantom Menace.
he probably liked
But it's just the idea of a girl going, yeah, well, I love that film as well.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be kind of kooky and eclectic t-shirts, aren't they, normally? They're supposed to be a bit sort of radical and a bit offbeat.
My favourite, though, are, I love fat goths.
Yes.
I really love fat
Who are still
goths.
persevering with it, even into their 30s?
Yeah, I like fat young ones. I love fat 18-year-old goths. I really like them. They're one of my favourites. And I like 42-year-old goths.
Yeah.
Who, they're losing all their hair. They're just growing at the back. But, you know, I don't know what jobs they do. But their main hobby is looking like Nosferatu and wearing lots of silverware.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourites.
I don't think I mentioned